Welcome to this video lecture series on transportation engineering. In this session, we shall discuss on Unit 2, that is geometric design of highways. The contents of Unit 2 are as follows. First, the introduction, then highway cross-section elements, next side distance, next the design of horizontal alignment, design of vertical alignment, design of intersections, problems, then highway drainage, importance of highway drainage, and surface and subsurface drainage systems. First is the introduction. Now, the geometric design of a highway basically deals with the dimensions and layout of the visible features of the highway, such as the alignment, side distance, gradients, and intersections. The geometrics of the highway should be designed in order to provide optimum efficiency in the traffic operations with maximum safety at an economical cost, and to provide speed, safety, and comfort to the road user. Proper geometrical design of the road is a must. Here, the location and geometric features of the highway are greatly influenced by the topography, physical features, and land use of the area under consideration. The geological conditions may also have its effect on the location and the geometry of the highway. The climate, soil, and drainage also affects the profile of the road, which is related to the existing ground, as it may directly affect to the provision of the drainage works, then the percolation of the water through the soil, and the soil strata available. So in order to decide the type of a road. Next, man-made features and land use. It also have the considerable effect upon the location and the design of the highways. Next, the industrial, commercial, and residential areas will require different geometrical requirements. This will be in consideration to the selection of the type of road pavement, the width of the road, then the design of the roads. Next, we shall discuss on the highway cross-section elements. First are the pavement surface characteristics. The pavement surface characteristics depends on the pavement type, which is decided based on the availability of the materials and funds, volume, and composition of the traffic, the subgrade and climatic conditions, construction facilities, and cost considerations. The important surface characteristics of the pavement are the friction unevenness, the light reflecting characteristics, and the drainage of the surface water. Now first, friction. The friction between the tire and the pavement is one of the factors determining the operating speed and the distance in stopping and accelerating the vehicles. Now when the vehicle it negotiates a horizontal curve, the lateral friction is developed, which counteracts the centrifugal force, and thus it governs the safe operating speed. And the maximum coefficient of friction, it comes into play when the braking efficiency is high enough to partially arrest the rotation of the wheels on the applications of the brakes at low speeds. The frictional force is an important factor in the acceleration and retardation abilities of the vehicles. The coefficient of friction or the skid resistance offered by the pavement surface under the various driving and surface conditions is very important with reference to the safety of the driver. The maximum coefficient of the friction comes to play only when the braking efficiency is high enough to partially arrest the rotation of the wheels on applications of the brakes at low speeds. On the horizontal surface, if the centrifugal force is greater than the counteracting force, then lateral skidding it takes place. That means the vehicle it toggles under the influence of the horizontal under the influence of the counteracting force, and the lateral skid is considered dangerous as the vehicles it goes out of control, leading to an accident. Now slip it occurs when a wheel it revolves more than the corresponding longitudinal movement along the roads. Slipping it usually occurs in the driving wheel of a vehicle when the vehicle rapidly accelerates from the stationary position or from slow speed on the pavement surface, which is either slippery or wet, or when the road surface is loose with mud. There are certain factors which affect the friction or skid resistance. The maximum friction offered by the pavement surface or the skid resistance, it depends upon the following factors. First is the type of pavement surface, like the cement concrete surface, bituminous surface, waterborne macadam, etc. Second, the macro texture of the pavement surface or its relative roughness. Then the condition of pavement, like wet or dry, smooth or rough, oil speed or dry sand on the pavement. Type and condition of the tire, that is new with good treads or smoothened and worn out tire. Next is the speed of the vehicle. Speed of the vehicle also had its effect on the friction or the skid resistance. Extent of the brake application or the brake efficiency of the vehicle. Then the load and tire pressure of the vehicle. Next is the temperature of the tire and the pavement. And lastly, the type of skid. Next, we shall discuss on pavement unevenness. The higher operating speeds are only possible on an even pavement surface with less undulations than on the uneven or the poor surface roads. So the pavement surface should be maintained with the minimum possible unevenness so that the desired speed can be maintained in conformity with the geometric designs. The fuel consumption and the wear and tear of the tires and other moving parts, it also increases with the increase in the pavement unevenness. So the loose road surfaces increase the traction resistance and hence causes increase in the fuel consumption. Hence the uneven surfaces should be as far as possible maintained and provided in the form of a flat surface. It may be also caused by an inadequate or improper compaction of the fill material, subgrade and pavement layer surface. This pavement unevenness, it may be caused by the inadequate or improper compaction of the filling material. Next, it might be due to the unscientific construction practices, that means not following the standard practice of the road construction. Then the use of the inferior pavement materials, use of the improper construction machinery, and the improper surface and subsurface drainage. The surface and subsurface drainage plays a vital role in actually maintaining the draining the water from the road surface. And if water gets ponded onto the surface of the road, it forms the potholes which leads to the unevenness into the road surface. And last is poor maintenance practice. Time to time maintenance of the roads is very essential in order to maintain the quality of the roads. Hence, poor maintenance practice should be avoided. Next is the light reflecting characteristics. Night visibility, it depends upon the light reflecting characteristics of the pavement surface. The glare which is caused by the reflection of the headlight is considerably high on the wet surface than that of the dry pavement. The light color or the white pavement surface, it gives a good visibility at night, particularly during the rainy season, and they produce glare and eye strain during the bright sunlight. Here, the example of the light colored or the white colored pavement can be taken as the concrete roads, whereas the blacktop pavement surfaces or the bituminous roads surfaces provides very poor visibility at night, especially when the surface is wet, that is in the rainy season. With this, we shall stop here. Thank you.